Greetings ladies and gents, this is Ilzy from Heathen Scent and welcome to my channel. Today we've got the top 5 fragrances that I bought in 2020. Now first of all, I'd like to thank my subscribers. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you like the content so far. And anyone who hasn't subscribed yet, please subscribe. We've got many more videos like this, fragrance reviews, you name it, we've got them coming. Now, let's start off with the first fragrance. Okay, these are not in any sort of particular order, but here we go. The first one we've got is Creed Aventus, or should I say Aventus. At least like a Jeremy Fragrance video that I watched actually recently, about like an interview with Erwin Creed, and the way he said it just made me think, every time I say Aventus, it almost feels wrong now. But anyway, we'll go on with it. Okay, so this is like the first niche fragrance that I ever bought, and obviously, everyone's been talking about it, so I thought, why not give it a try? And when I did, it was just that pineapple when it hits you. It's just absolute bliss. And I thought, like, obviously give it a try for like a day on my skin and everything like that. I absolutely loved it. The next day I came in and I actually bought it, so you know what, there we go. That is my number 1. And number 2, basically after I got the Creed Aventus, I decided to look around for some more niche fragrances that I might like and everything. And I remember actually getting a sample of a Tom Ford, and that one in particular was Black Orchid, and I absolutely fell in love with it. But then I found out there was a 2020 release from Tom Ford that I had to sort of like get my nose on at least, and that was this one in question, Black Orchid Parfum. And basically, when I smelt it, smelt it on a card, scent strip, and straight away I just thought, wow, this is like, Black Orchid, but it's like darker and more powdery. There's something about it that just really sort of hit me, and I bought it right away. It was a few $100s, but I thought, why not add it to the collection? And I've been absolutely in love with it since. It's definitely a lovely date night type of scent, perfect for the winter weather. It's not quite winter over here right now, but I thought I'd dress up a little bit classy and everything like that. It's nice and cold and raining outside. I thought, why not? Perfect time for it. I might get myself a spray right now actually. Stuff is too freaking amazing. We have got something kind of not really along those lines, but it's like very sweet sort of gourmet type scent, and something I like, at least the fragrance house I never even heard of before until I actually went in and bought this at Mecca. And this one is Floral Street Ylang Ylang Espresso. This is a fragrance house from the UK, and they basically, their how should I say it, I guess you could call it the mantra is to make fragrances that are vegan based, that have got vegan ingredients in it, and also about renewables as well. So if you see the packaging, they do have like that sort of cardboard type packaging that can be recycled and everything. And even just say if you live in the UK, you can actually bring these bottles back, like the larger bottles, even smaller bottles like this, to get refilled for a little bit of a cheaper price, which is great. So sort of, once again, like it's all about like renewables and everything like that. And the great thing about this fragrance is it's another one of those winter type gourmand sort of fragrances. You got notes of like coffee, cocoa, ylang ylang. Let me see, you got rose in there, and you got this tiramisu accord, and apparently Fragrantica mentions a milk accord, I think it was. Don't see that anyway in the note breakdown over their own website. But anyway, this one has been quite a surprise for me. I mean, I know I've only got this like 10 ml bottle of it, but I mean, I've still got a sort of like about 3 mils left, and actually wouldn't mind getting a whole like 50 or 100 mil. We'll see what happens. We'll sort of see how long this one lasts, but I'm sure it won't last too long. And the next one we've got on our list, the fourth one, is from an Australian fragrance house well, I guess you can call them a niche fragrance house, just for the fact they mainly just do like candles and all those types of things. So everything sort of fragrant, I guess. This one is actually from Glass House Fragrances, and it is called Melbourne Muse. Um, this one actually stands out from like that whole sort of collection. I think they've only really been sort of doing actual spray-on fragrances probably only the last maybe year or two, if anything. But yeah, this is actually quite nice. Once again, this is one of those sort of gourmand type fragrances. Best obviously around the winter, but I've this is actually my second bottle. Unfortunately, they only really make 14 ml bottles, which is kind of a weird sort of size. You know, I thought like maybe you'd get like a 50 ml or 100 ml, but they do have something else, which is like they will have like a refillable bottle, which will come with like 2 or 3 of no, these sort of vaporizers, whatever you call them, sprays. Yes. Anyway, yeah, this fragrance is like, you know, it's got coffee flower in it, it's got vanilla, it's, I don't even remember exactly what else, I think it's got rose in it or something like that. Regardless, anyway, it's got a kind of similarities to Black Opium, but without that pear at the top. So you definitely get more of that sort of like sweet coffee and vanilla in there. Quite a nice scent, definitely. That was a big surprise to me. I'll definitely get another one of these for my collection. I've only seen a couple of them in those like travel sort of packs, so hopefully this comes in because that would be quite nice. And last but not least, number 5, we have got Issey Miyake Fusion d'Issey. I've mentioned this one a few times before, but basically, you know, I got this more towards the end of the year, and I actually just, I don't know, like I smelt it at first, I kind of fell in love with it because it's actually quite different from a lot of the other Issey Miyake fragrances. A lot of like the earlier line and everything like that, which, you know, you got Le Bleu d'Issey, all that sort of stuff. They sort of more went along the similar type of line, but then they sort of had this one, which is, you know, got this sort of like coconut at the top. We've got the fig nectar, and it's got like a little bit of like a slightly sweet, spicy, bit freshness going on there. And you know what? The bottles actually, they've changed the bottle for the men's fragrances. It seems to stay the same for the women's. You know, they've got like this like sort of like, I don't know, icicle type look, whatever it is. And yeah, before they had like, you know, like the typical sort of men's bottle that they kept for years, and then it seems like just after, I think it was Le Majeur d'Essai, and then they had the Le Super Majeur d'Essai, whatever it's called, and they had this new, slightly new bowl design. Keeps to like the same sort of thing, but then you got like the cap, it's got like these, you know, like nice what's it called again, you know, shapes going on there, and yeah, just a little bit different. And so this one was a bit of a surprise to me. It was something a little bit different, and I've been a fan of Issey Miyake since I was, geez, like 21, and I'm 37 now, so it's good to have another bottle in my collection which is a little bit different, and I hope in 2021 they bring out some more really different ones, because honestly this and some others that I don't have in my collection, which I hopefully will soon enough, was it Polaris and Pulse of the Night, they've just been absolute standouts from what I remember and what I've heard. So this has been my top 5 fragrances bought in 2020. I hope you guys have a great day. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this straight to your feed. Take care of yourselves. Blessed be to you all. Have a great day. Freaking button! I'm gonna kill you one day.